The room went quiet when she said it. Not the kind of quiet that follows shock, the kind that settles when a truth finally stops pretending. "Oh, we already had it yesterday, just close family." Her voice was light, casual, like she was telling me the weather, like I wasn't standing in my kitchen, phone pressed to my ear, realizing I had just been edited out of my own child's life. I didn't ask who counted as close. I already knew. I smiled into the silence. That's when the planning began. I remember the first time she called me Dad, like it meant something. She was 6, missing a tooth, proud of it. I remember working late nights so she could have piano lessons, braces, a car that didn't stall at red lights. I remember paying quietly, consistently. Love, to me, had always been logistical. When her mother and I divorced, I didn't fight dirty. I gave more than the court asked. I stayed invisible so she wouldn't have to choose sides. I taught her that stability didn't need applause. That was my mistake. The signs were small at first. Missed calls returned days later. Holidays rearranged. My name mentioned less often, like a word being phased out of language. Then the engagement announcement came online. Photos, champagne, smiles, tagged people I didn't recognize, tagged people who apparently mattered more. I asked, calmly, about the dinner. I got the answer that cut deepest because it was efficient. Just close family. I understood then. I had been reclassified, from father to funding source, from presence to payment method. And I didn't argue. I adjusted. I didn't confront her. I didn't cry. I didn't ask why. I opened spreadsheets. I reviewed every transfer I had ever made, every automatic payment, every quiet rescue when her credit card cried for help. I learned something important. She didn't forget me. She just assumed I'd always be there. That assumption was the lever. I waited. A week later, my phone lit up. Her name. Urgent. Breathless. "The card didn't go through," she said. "I'm at the venue. They won't let us finalize anything. Did you forget to pay the bill?" I could hear it all in the background. Muffled music, laughter, someone impatient tapping a pen. Her world stalling because the machine stopped accepting my silence as currency. I leaned back. I let the moment stretch. "No," I said softly. "I didn't forget." Pause. Then I added, evenly, "I just wasn't invited." She tried to recover, laughed nervously, said it was a misunderstanding, said close family didn't mean exclusion, said they were going to celebrate with me later. Later. The word people use when they mean never. I listened without interrupting. Control feels better when it's unannounced. Then I said it. "I assumed you had it covered," I told her, "since I'm not close family." Silence. The kind that scrapes. I didn't stop there. Revenge isn't loud. It's thorough. I canceled the automatic payments. Every one. Tuition, insurance, storage unit. The invisible scaffolding holding her life upright. I didn't announce it. I let reality do the talking. Venues called her. Vendors paused. Plans frayed. She called me again, then again, each time more desperate. I didn't block her. I wanted her to feel the distance consciously. The confrontation came 3 days later. She showed up at my door unannounced, mascara smudged, confidence leaking. She accused me of punishing her, of being petty, of turning love into leverage. I let her finish. Then I asked one question. Was I close enough to be invited? She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. That was the moment she understood. Not that I was angry, but that I was done subsidizing disrespect. I didn't yell. I didn't gloat. I told her I loved her, and that love doesn't mean access without accountability. I told her she could have a wedding funded by close family, or she could rebuild trust with the man she forgot to name. I told her the choice was hers, and for the first time in years, it was true. The wedding still happened, smaller, quieter, no extravagance borrowed from my patience. I attended, not in the front row, but present, on my terms. She hugged me differently that day, carefully, like someone touching glass they once assumed was plastic. Now, when I think back to that call, the panic, the entitlement, the surprise, I don't feel rage. I feel clarity. Betrayal doesn't always come with villains. Sometimes it arrives dressed as assumption. And revenge doesn't always destroy. Sometimes it corrects. I didn't take anything from her. I just stopped giving what she never learned to value. And when she asked why the card didn't go through, I finally gave her an honest answer. I wasn't forgotten. I was finished being invisible.